or the repulsion between the two stationary point charges. Here, it is directly proportional to the product of the magnitude of the two charges, and it is inversely proportional to the square of the distance between them.
Okay. Okay. Now the question, it's actually the law based on two charges, right? Okay. So what is the force act on another charge due to one charge? Okay. That is distance between the charge of that which charge and distance between these parameters. How they would have experimented this practically? It depends on a charge, right? Even we could not see the charge, right?
Yes.
Okay. How they would have experimented this practically? Okay. How Coulomb arrived this formula, q1 q2 by 4 pi r square. Okay, anyhow, this r is distance, q1 is charge. Okay, practically how would have done this? Okay, anyone just
Sir, that oil drop experiment. Is there not?
Millikan's oil drop.
okay, anyone, you just go through it again clearly. Tomorrow, you just not tomorrow, next class. Okay, within 5 minutes, you just explain it with any PPT or anything. Okay, to everyone. Who will going to explain this? Winston or Sanjit?
Sir, today actually I have some work, sir. So
Not today. This is for next class.
so yes, sir. I'll have to prepare today, no, sir.
When we have next class?
No, sir. I'll have to check.
Friday. Yeah, okay. Anyone? I'm not specifically given. Okay. Anyone, those who are
Sir,
interested.
Friday it should be okay, sir.
Okay. Then, Vincent, you just take this. Okay. You may have any PPT or any animation, anything. Okay. Within
Okay.
maximum 5 to 10 minutes. Okay. You just explain this how Coulomb has did this experiment and
Yes,
arrived at this formula. Okay. Okay. Let me check some persons. Adi Shankari. Roll number 10, Adi Shankari. Can you unmute your mic? Roll number 46, roll number 15. Okay, those who start, leave the meeting. Okay, it should be recorded. I will put absent. Okay. Roll number 18. Okay, roll number 18 also not there. Okay. We will check. Roll number
Sir.
20.
Sir, myself, roll number 46, sir. You called me, sir.
Yes, why you start to leave the meeting?
Sir, I suddenly got that your network bandwidth is low, sir, and suddenly it connected.
Okay. Okay, roll number 20. Rikita, are you there?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Yeah, Rikita, very simple question that's discussed yesterday. What is electromagnetic wave? Okay, what is our subject name?
Engineering electromagnet.
Okay, good. Okay, Rikita. Okay, 2 minutes. Roll number 32, Vamsi.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Very simple question. What is electric field?
Force.
Yeah, force.
Force into distance.
Force into distance. Okay, any of you answered? Okay, Vamshi. Good. Okay, yeah,
Thank you.
continue. Yeah. Okay, let's we go for today class. Okay. Okay, you are clear about actually electric field intensity, electric flux density, then vector form, right? Before that class, these are all the topics are there in our as per our syllabus. Is everyone clear in this, right? So I don't want to take this that way, so I go to the topics, or I give some quick revision and go to next topic. You have to respond.
Sir, vector form, I understood, sir.
Okay.
So that's not a problem.
Okay. In vector form, I think you know very well about simple vector. Okay, you know dot product called divergence. Then the basic coordinate system like rectangular coordinate system, cylindrical, and outdoor
It's not very connected.
Okay, you know very well about the coordinate system.
Yes.
And now one like constant to cylinder equal.
We studied it, sir.
Study means you are saying about your school.
Maths,
Okay. Then I think then we will have one more class regarding the class. Everything is there. We can automatically here. So it should be essential to have a good background and the coordinates. Okay. The class we have vector basics to some different coordinate system. Okay. I'll just share my screen. Okay. I think my screen is visible to everyone, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Okay. Okay, I just go with some quick revision of this Coulomb's law, electric field intensity and the electric flux density. Okay. This is our unit 1, electrostatics. Okay. What we are going to study in this, about electric field. Okay, about electric field with some units of that field, and how do we express, okay, in terms of practically, whether diagram or equation or anything, okay, how do we express in this, okay, and what are the equations involved to understand or to study this electric field in static position, okay, static electric field, okay. So this is what we are going to discuss in the unit 1, okay. So already you are taught by Coulomb's law, vector form, electric field intensity, flux density, and Gauss law and its application. Okay. After that, we have electrostatic potential, Poisson and Laplace equation, method of images. Okay. Today we are going to have a quick revision of Coulomb's law, electric field intensity, electric flux density. Okay. So vector form, we will have one more class. This is what we are going to discuss today. I think you know very well Coulomb's law. Okay. So this is the formula. You know the statement already you have answered. Okay. So the force between two very small objects separated in a vacuum or free space by a distance which is large compared to the size is proportional to the charge on each and inversely proportional to the square of the distance between them. Okay, where k is a constant to make the equal. Okay, we have a constant that is 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught. You know the value of epsilon naught, right? Okay, this is a property. Okay, permittivity. Similarly, for opposite, okay, force acts on one to another, another to one. Okay, suppose if the force have opposite direction, okay, the force of a opposite direction, then we have only a negative sign before. Okay, so we already, I think, I hope you would have solved some problem based on this Coulomb's law. Okay, now we go with electric field intensity. Okay, you just know the definition. What is electric field intensity? Vector force on a unit positive test charge. Unit positive test charge. So how do we experiment this? Simply you just listen. One charge, we have one charge is fixed in a position. Okay, say that it is actually Q1. Okay, and you have another charge, that is second charge. You just move slowly around the fixed charge. Okay, we note that there exists everywhere a force on this second charge. Second charge means the charge which is we move around the fixed charge. Okay, so in other words, this second charge is displaying the existence of a force field. Okay, so we call this second charge as a test charge, QT. Okay, now as per Coulomb's law, you know the force acts on one charge on another charge. That is the charge which is fixed, say that is Q1. Okay, the force acts as on QT test charge by this Q1 is Q1 QT by 4 pi epsilon naught. The distance between the two is actually R1T square, the unit vector A1T. Okay. Now this is actually as per Coulomb's law, the force between the charges. Okay. Now what is electric field intensity? This force per unit positive test charge. What is test charge? The charge which we move around the fixed charge, right? QT. So Ft by Qt, which is equal to Q1 by 4 pi F naught R1T square unit vector. This is actually a electric field intensity. You know very well. Okay. Because already you have studied this, right? Now, okay, we have some practical get feel of this field or something. Okay, I think I'm visible, right? To everyone.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Okay, you all of you just sit in any one place. A chair or anything. Okay, just simply sit. Okay. Sometime you may roam something like. Okay, sit. We just get some feel of this field or something force. Okay. Hope everyone sit in some place. Okay. Now just keep your hand like this. Hold your hand like this. Okay. Now whatever just I instruct you, just follow that. Okay. First you have to close your eyes. First you just now listen. Okay, then you can close your eyes and keep concentrating on your palm. Okay, on your palm of your both hand. Okay, just not yeah, already you know. Okay, very good. Okay, some of you already experimented. Okay, super. So just you hold this like this. Okay, and close your eyes, then keep concentrating on the palm of your hand, then bring just little bit closer and just make it away. Okay, now just let's start our experiment. Just sit, okay, and hold your hand like this, close your eyes, all of you. Now just keep concentrate on your palm. Okay, just do that. Without any other thought, you just do this. That also test your concentration power also. do with only a closed eyes, then only you can concentrate. Okay. Now just you bring it closer little bit. Don't touch, okay, but closer. And make it away. Bring it closer and make it away. Okay, what happened? Already you have experimented. Okay, so no issue about that. Any newly did this persons? Okay, what you have experimented through this? Yeah, Bhavya, yes.
After that oscillation, I think the distance is less.
Sir, when we bring that
So
near
when
to
we
it,
move the
like-
hand away, we feel like the hand is like pulling closer to each other, like without we automatically doing it. Like
Why?
it automatically comes close.
Felt some
Oh.
heaviness.
Okay.
Oscillation.
Yeah, good. Some you can feel some attractive force. Yeah. Srinidhi, Kaliban also answered in chat box. Okay. And some without your doing, okay, it automatically make closer to each other. Okay. It means we can feel something there in between our hand, right? Okay, even though there is no touch or connection. Okay, that is actually field. Here we call it as a bio field. It's called actually a biomagnetic field. Our mind, no, that is actually a current over our body. Like wire, we have when you apply the voltage, the current flow in wire, right? Similarly, throughout our body, the like a current or mind waves going actually. Okay, so that is actually current. When you keep some concentrate on some places, okay, there will be a field around that. That is actually a bio field or a biomagnetic field. It means now, how do we experiment this practically? Now listen, I just fixed this. Okay, now I have to experiment after concentrating my palm. Okay, I have to know there is a force. Okay, so I have to know whether this up to this the field is there, or up to this, or up to this, or up to this. Now how do we experiment? Okay, so this what that experiment, the electric field intensity. No, this charge is fixed. One is fixed. Okay, now I am moving after concentrating like this. Okay, so after certain distance, I can realize the force that is exerted through this fixed charge. Now just assume, for understanding, just you assume this is a fixed charge, this is a test charge. Okay, now I just move around this. Suppose I am here, it means the test charge is here. There is no any force it get feel. Okay, so here I can feel. So similarly, the force that is fixed, sorry, the charge that is fixed. Okay, this charge moving, the force per unit test charge is actually a electric field intensity. Okay. Okay, some of you. So there is electric field between our hands. Yes, this field is called a biofield. The people, scientists are called biofield or biomagnetic field. Okay. Human body radiation, yeah. You know, you are thinking, no. Now, that's a very big theory actually. Suppose you see, if you think one person, okay, you just bless. If suppose you are blessing, okay, whether he or she, he will be happy, he will have everything like that. If you bless, okay, from your body the waves goes like electromagnetic wave. It reaches that person. Okay, whether directly the person may not feel that. Okay, but it's happened practically. The scientists are doing a lot of research in that. Okay, so everything is actually there. Now just anyhow we go for class. Okay, we will discuss the later also. Okay, So the force, okay, on a unit positive test charge is actually a electric field intensity. Okay, through this formula we can understand in practical and suppose if we have the value of this charge and distance, we can measure the electric field intensity. Okay. Now we have always coordinate system, right? Now fix this is origin, this is charge, this is the point. Okay, this listen, everything happen in free space. So here there is charge. Okay, I may find the field due to the charge anywhere around the free space. Okay, assume this is the point where I am going to measure the field. Okay, due to this charge. Now I am for coordinate system just making this as a origin. Now what is this electric field intensity? We know the formula q by 4 pi epsilon naught r square into unit vector. Now assume the distance between origin and the charge is r dash. Origin and the point where you are going to measure the field is r. Okay, so you know the distance between these two as per the theorem. Okay, r minus r dash. Now the electric field intensity q by 4 pi epsilon naught r square. Okay, you know the unit vector. What is the unit vector? Okay, what is unit vector?
Its magnitude is 1, sir.
Its magnitude is 1. Okay, good. How do we express in terms of mathematical form? So if it's AR vector means that is simply a R
A
vector
cap.
magnitude, right? It's
Yes,
vector
sir.
by magnitude. So the distance R minus R, this is actually R. The unit vector is this distance by its magnitude. So this q by 4 pi epsilon naught r square as per our formula. You know that q by 4 pi epsilon naught r square. The unit vector expressed as that vector by its magnitude. Okay. So this 2 magnitude gets cube. This is the formula when we have this kind of coordinates or origin. Okay. Similarly, suppose we have multiple charge. Say for example, I have one charge here, I have one charge here, one charge, maybe 3 charge you just assume. Okay. Now I take just any one point where I am going to measure a field due to all those charges. So what do we find? That is actually superposition principle. Listen, we have a charge here, Q1. We have charge Q2 here. Okay. Now I'm going to take any one point, assume here. So this point I have to measure a field due to this charge Q1 as well as Q2. Okay. It's simply a superposition. So the field due to this charge is Q1 by 4 pi epsilon naught. The formula we know that. Similarly, the field due to this charge. Okay. You may either expand this unit vector, A1 vector in vector, or you just keep this. Okay, based on our requirement, we can use any of this. Okay. So similarly, if we have n number of charges, we just simply summing up all those field, okay, due to each charge. Similarly, this is a problem we can find. Okay, already I think hope done problem. Now, listen always, when we go with electromagnets, we are dealing with charge. We have 3 kind of charge. One is point charge, second one line charge, third one sheet or a plane or some surface. Okay, sheet charge. Now, this is the formula to find out the electric field intensity or electric field due to a point charge. Similarly, if we have line charge, assume here there is a wire we fixed. Okay, some line, simple line. Okay, so here we have an charge, that is we call it as a line charge. Now I'm just now forget about this XYZ. Simply in assume you have some wire. you have you have some line charge. The charge is present along this line. This is called as a line charge. Now, in free space or in vacuum, I may choose any point. I am choosing this point. I am choosing this point as P, where I am going to measure a field due to this line charge. Okay, so like this. Now, how do we understand this? We should have a coordinate system, right? Some reference, something. So we fix a Cartesian coordinate system, x, y, z. So we are assuming the line charge is present along z axis. Why don't we y-axis? Yeah, we can have y-axis or x-axis. Based on that, the formula will change. That's all. Okay. So for general case, we fix the line charge is present along z axis. Okay. So I'm going to measure a field at this point. So I take this line as a y-axis reference. Okay. Now, as per the formula, we know very well that q by 4 pi epsilon naught, r square. If we convert the unit vector into vector, so the distance by distance, magnitude of distance cube. What is the distance? Distance between a charge as well as the point where you are going to measure your field. Okay. Now, except this, everything is same. Okay. Q by 4 pi epsilon naught, the distance by distance cube. Okay. Now, this is the representation of line charge. Okay. Usually we represent Q as point charge. Okay. Rho L d is as line charge. Similarly, for sheet, we use rho S, that is surface or sheet charge. Okay. So we replace this Q with rho L d z dash. Okay. As the line charge is fixed along z axis, we have assumed. Okay. Rho L into d z dash. I think in vector, you know the coordinate system. Okay. What are the parameters in Cartesian coordinates? X, Y, Z. What are the parameters in cylindrical coordinates? Anyone? X, Y, Z is a parameters in Cartesian coordinates. Okay. Similarly, what are the parameters in cylindrical coordinate system? Anyone? Anyone unmute? You can answer. Suppose I don't know whether you may put in chat box. I could not see actually right now.
R sin theta or cos theta z, something like that.
R sin theta cos theta, that are the equation comes the conversion. Okay.
So like theta,
R
R,
and theta.
and z.
Sir, I remember one, sir. It is azimuthal angle. I remember.
Yeah. Okay. You are saying something related to that. Good. Okay. Similarly, x, y, z, we have a rho and angle. You are saying phi. And
so one angle to
z. Rho phi z. Any of in the next class, go for vector form. You can understand clearly. Okay. Rho is the height of this z axis. Okay. Phi is the angle between the line which is drawn to the measuring point. Okay. And this axis. Okay. Okay. Any of with the picturized explanation we will discuss in the future. Not future, next class. Okay. So rho phi and z. Okay, sorry, rho actually, I told this distance, right? No, rho is a distance between the line charge as well as this point where you are going to measure the field. That is rho. Phi is the angle. Z is the height of this one. That is actually a cylinder, height of the cylinder actually when you discuss in cylindrical coordinate system. So rho phi is Z. So for this case, for point charge, Cartesian coordinate is best suitable. For this line charge, when we have a cylindrical coordinate system, it will be suitable. So we have a cylindrical coordinate system. We use cylindrical parameters. That is actually R is actually Y into AY vector. Or actually, don't confuse with this R. Instead of rho, some textbooks, some people may use R also. R phi Z or rho phi Z. Both are same. So don't confuse with that. Okay. So the R actually, R vector is this one. R vector is Okay, y, this is along y-axis, right? So y into ay vector, that can be represented as rho into a row vector. Similarly, this r dash is expressed as z dash, as its z axis, z dash a z. So when you substitute this r as a row vector, r dash as z dash a z vector, as we are considering this scenario as this situation as a cylindrical coordinate system. Okay, so when you substitute over here, what will happen? R row vector, r dash z dash a z. By, I think magnitude means this vector, maybe you understand. You may use 4i vector ijk instead of ax, ay, az. You may use ijk, right? Same thing represent here ax, ay, az or a row a5 az. These are all unit vectors like ijk. You may study it in school max. Okay. So 4i vector plus 5j vector, what is magnitude? Square root of 4 square plus 5 square, right? Same thing. What about the magnitude of this one? R minus r dash cube. Square root of rho square plus z dash square whole cube. Right? Okay. So that's what we are representing over as 3/2. Don't confuse with this step. What we are doing here, we are substituting r as row vector, r dash as z dash a z. That's all. And taking the magnitude over here. Okay. That is represented in terms of whole power 3/2. How do you make a magnitude? Square root of this value, magnitude rho and z dash square. Okay. So now we come with the specific rho phi z. Okay. We come with the rho along y-axis. We are measuring the field, right? Okay. That parameter only exists. So dE rho is equal to rho L dz dash by 4 pi epsilon naught. Okay, rho square plus z dash square whole power 3/2. Why? Listen, actually, we are measuring only along y-axis. Okay, so the field component along x-axis as well as z-axis is 0 as we are measuring along y-axis. So that this term, okay, vanishes. So remaining rho L dz dash by 4 pi epsilon naught rho square plus z square 3/2. Okay. One important point. Suppose if you are propagating the signal along y-axis, okay, the field component due to this y-axis is 0. We have z and x. Whatever the axis you may use for this line charge or any other application, okay, for that actually it's 0. So this became as rho L dz dash, as we are assuming the line charge is fixed along z-axis. So this component is 0. Remaining term will be coming here, rho L dz dash rho by 4 pi epsilon naught, this value. Now this is actually a differential component. It means we are taking along the line some small length, small differential length. Okay, we are taking this and we are integrating over up to this entire line. For general case, we just consider this line is exists from minus infinity to plus infinity. So the electric field intensity due to this line charge is integration of minus infinity to plus infinity, this part. Okay, now,
Sir.
Okay, this
Sure, sir.
exercise. Yeah, yes.
In middle, I got a bit distracted, sir. Sir, what is that y? Sorry, z dash a. What is az and ay and all?
Yeah. Okay. See, what is ijk?
They are the
What
unit vectors along.
Yeah, unit vector, right? To represent a vector, you use 4i plus 5j plus something here, right? Similarly, instead of ijk, we use
Oh,
ax,
okay.
ax, ay, and az.
Yes, sir.
Both are same. ijk, ax, ay, az is same. This is
Yes.
for Cartesian coordinates. When you consider a cylindrical coordinates like x, y, z, what are the parameters? Rho, phi, and z. How do we represent the unit vector in the cylindrical coordinate system? Simply A suffix rho, A rho, A phi, and A z.
Okay, sir.
Okay, so that's what here this A row vector is. I think I don't know whether people know or not. Whatever the bold letter given in this textbook, this is actually our textbook. Okay, that is we have to take that as vector. Usually we represent the whole bar, right? To represent a whole bar with arrow mark vector. Okay, but in this textbook, whatever the parameter given in this bold letter, that is actually everything is vector. You see this A row and A z are unit vectors in a cylindrical coordinate system. Okay. So to find out this electric field at this point due to this line charge, we have to integrate over that. Okay. Now you have the exercise. You may use any method, change the variable method or any other method. I think you have studied differentiation and integration, right? Use any of this method. Okay. Either change the variable method or any other direct formula, and you just integrate it. Okay. You just arrive the final solution. This. Okay. Let's check who will answer this first. Okay. You may do this step by step, and you can take a photo or any scan. You put our group. Okay, we have separate group, right? In that you just put this. So by integrating this equation, we will be getting this expression. That is the basic mathematical background integration. Okay, rho L by 2 pi epsilon naught rho. It means what is the parameter we should know? What is the line charge? Rho L. Okay, what is rho actually? Rho is distance between this line charge as well as the field point, as this is considered as a cylindrical coordinates. When we know this two parameter, what is the two parameter? What is the line charge? That is rho L. What is the distance between this line charge as well as the point where we are going to measure the field, the point P, the distance between the two. Okay, if you know these two, we can find out the field exactly here due to this line charge. That is the formula. So line charge rho L and the distance between the two. 2 means line charge as well as the point where we are going to measure it. This is rho. When you know these two parameters, we can easily find this electric field intensity. Now just you take this equation, okay, and integrate with step by step so that everyone can understand. Okay, the final answer is this one. Okay, anyhow, it will be some trigonometric functions also involves. Okay, you just do that. Okay, everyone have to do, but we will check who will do it fast. Okay, after arriving this equation, you just put the entirely, scan it, and you put in our group. Okay. Okay. With this, we stop the class actually. We continue. Okay, from next class, no problem. Electric flux density. Okay. Yeah, we just go with Coulomb's law very well. Okay. Similarly, the electric field intensity. Okay. Electric field intensity actually the vector force on a unit positive test charge. So we can measure the field, not only line charge as well as not only point charge as well as a line charge also. So we have point charge Q, line charge rho L, and surface or sheet charge rho S. Okay. So due to these charges, okay, we can measure a field intensity, that is electric field intensity at any point around that through the mathematical equation. Okay. Now we can have some idea. Why do we go for this, all this derivation, something, everything? Finally, we correct with the equation. Through the equation, what we can get? If you have a line charge, if you know the value of this line, I may fix this is the point where I am going to measure the field. Okay. Now, if I know the line charge value and the distance is 2. Okay. So I can easily find out the field over here due to this line charge. This is the main practical purpose. Okay. Because we don't know what actually this in between everything. Okay. So we can measure through this only. Okay, we continue the next class. This is what we discussed today. Okay, the Coulomb's already you know, and electric field density due to point charge as well as a line charge. Any doubt up to this? If anyone having doubt, you can ask. Okay, I think some of you answered. Okay, Sanjit, Siddharth, Theta, Pi. Okay, anyhow, I can see right now. Yeah, Praveen Kumaran, you want to say anything? Okay, then we end the session now. Okay, we will continue from next class. Okay, so you just practice this integration and you just put in a group. Okay, yeah,
Thank you, sir.
thank you, thank you.
Thank
Thank
you,
you,
sir.
sir.
Bye, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah,